Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jan's sewing solutions and sewing suit reviews. I'm going to be sharing just a one-off design, which the rest are due to come and have not arrived yet, but it's a very quality luxury lawn suit. It's by a designer called Shehla Chatoor. I don't think I'm pronouncing her name right. I do apologize. It's by a company called Boardwalk, and it is luxury lawn. And when I say luxury lawn, you can actually feel the quality of the lawn. When you touch it, you automatically know that this is above the rest. Now, I actually only got two preview samples of this, and somebody saw the other color, which I actually wanted to stitch for myself, but I had to give it up. Anyway, I got the one black left, so I'm going to share this with you, but I'm going to be uploading all the photos. You'll get an idea of the quality and what it is on offer, and then if you like it, I would suggest book yours, because it's going to be one of those very fast sellers. When the colors come in, they will fly out. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get around to stitching this for myself. We'll wait and see. I shall give you a review of it first. I often pick out the samples and say I'm going to stitch these, and then by the time I get around to it, I'll probably end up having somebody walk in and even taking that sample off me. So one of those things. Never mind. We call it's not in my kismet. If it's not in my kismet, then it will belong to someone else. Anyway, let's go about showing you what this suit is like. Okay, so the suit is in luxury lawn. You can tell the quality of the lawn by simply feeling it. Very smooth, silky type of texture to it. Black salwar. In the photo, they've done a striped salwar, and I'm never a fan of striped salwars. I tell you, I find striped salwars absolutely, I do not like them at all. Many a times we've bought suits and I've done away with the stripy fabric because I do not fancy it. Anyway, I prefer the black salwar, and luckily it's a black salwar with it. The dupatta has got stripes. I don't mind the dupatta with the stripes. This is what it looks like. It's a very pretty dupatta. It's got black stripes. It's got a border all the way around, like a rose pink, maroon, and then it's got this beautiful design, which is quite like an ancient type of a design, and I love it. I absolutely adore this suit. That's the dupatta. What you've got then is you've got this is all in pieces. This is one of those suits, where you get the designer suits and it's like loads and loads of different combinations, and you have to put them together. Well, this is one of those, but it's one suit that I don't want to part with actually. So you've got this to make the sleeves. So you've got like a semi print. I like that as the sleeves, and you've got the fabric for the kameez, which is the one portion of the kameez. Okay. And then you've got the other portion of the kameez, which is this. Now it's entirely up to you whether you want to make this into a front or that into a front. I would probably opt to make this into the back and the colourful one into the front. That's the back of the kameez. Plenty of fabric. Again, you would get plenty left out of this, and this I would make, take away the sides, make the daman, make the front, sorry, and then make this into a neckline, and it's embroidered in such a way that it's actually supposed to come like that. Sorry. Like that. That's the kind of neckline. It's embroidered in such a way that you can make that type of a neckline, and then it's got the silk for the trimming. So you can make the silk trimming at the bottom or on the sleeves or whatever you want. There's ample silk trimming to actually be able to do that. Only downside I would say to this is the quality of this silk is not exceptional, and I would actually use it, but I don't know how long of a wear I would get out of this, and that just is telling you the honest truth. I would make a contingency backup plan that if I use this lace, I would use it in such a way, use this trim, I would use it in such a way that I can do away with it after a couple of washes and still continue wearing the suit, because the trim is one of those that, yes, it will look very nice and it goes very nicely, like this embroidery is perfect, but this silk trim seems like it's just, I mean, my hands are a little bit coarse after being overeat. I've done plenty of cooking and washing, and my hands are all like rough, and the roughness of the hands sort of is catching on the silk. So I'm not overly keen on the silk. Do you know what? Even if you were to do away with the silk and didn't use it, but I would like to use it, perhaps just, or maybe even, you know, the dupatta to this suit is so nice. Maybe even make a plain black kameez and put this silk trim on it and wear it for a couple of times and then not even use it on this, because I don't know, I like to get my wear out of the clothes, and applying certain, perhaps the designers do it so that the suit will get ruined and you'll go back and buy more. I'm just a stingy person. I like to make mine well so that I can get the wear out of them. This is one of those lawns that, yes, you can get wear out of it. Now, I will be posting all the photos of all the other colours. I had an absolutely gorgeous beige and maroon, which somebody snapped up. They drove all the way from Bury to come and look at the suits, and I sold, I think, 6 of the Sana Safinas to them. So, and then they bought one of these, and I am eagerly awaiting more of the Sana Safinas, which I'm hopeful that will be arriving hopefully next week. So if anybody's missed out, you can await for the arrival of them. Now the second one I'm going to share with you in the cotton is, I keep putting things in places and losing track of where is what. This one is Lala Classic Volume 3. Okay, that's what it is. And this one is again on a luxury lawn. You can tell the quality of the lawn when you actually feel the fabric, and even, you know, even the color of it, often the black is almost like a grey. This is jet black. The dupatta, pure chiffon dupatta, very pretty, like a orangey red color, orangey red with black. Sleeves, print, again luxury lawn, and you can tell the quality of the lawn. So this is one of Lala's. I don't know how familiar you are with your brand names, but I tell you, many of these are even new to me. No, I've heard of Lala, but so I've purchased quite a few of these suits from Pakistan when I was there. Now it's got full embroidery. It's got the small polka dot print front and back, and obviously plenty of fabric for the suit. Now what I would do with this suit is, again, I would like to stitch it into size, and I would like to trim it. And again, this is one of those classic ones which I actually wouldn't mind making for myself. You're probably thinking, how many suits does she wear? And I'm not even a fan of fancy clothes. I like my simple stuff like this, you know, linens and viscose and stuff. But these are nice fabrics. This is quality lawn that, you know what, you can really enjoy wearing. Chiffons are all very nice. I love chiffon, but when it comes to comfort fabric, then I would say there's nothing that beats these type of fabrics. Now this has got a slight bit of metallic type of embroidery, but it's not the type of embroidery which is like a itchy type of embroidery. It has got a little bit of this paperwork, which is easy enough to tear because this is like a quite a scarcely type of embroidery. There we are. Nice embroidered neckline, a little bit of red trim, and you've got your perfect suit. So these are the slight bit of different ones, and then I think the one other one that I did show in one of the previous videos where we got badly cut off, and I was supposed to redo all these videos, but I tell you what, I'm so busy that I just haven't got time to redo them. So you're just gonna have to take the little bit of advice that I give you, and hopefully before long most of these are out of stock, and then we're replacing them with new reviews. Now, one of the things that has happened is, you know, ever since I've started doing these reviews on these suits, I get so many queries that sometimes I do end up missing the odd message here or there. Sometimes the fabrics, the stock arrives late because it is coming from India. My initial stock that comes is generally only single sets. Even though we purchase several sets, there's only a single set that comes for reviews, and often if I'm not happy with any of the items, then I actually tell my supplier not to send them here because they're not going to be very popular, or we would find other ways of getting rid of those. And sometimes, very rarely, but there are occasions when there are slight delays on stuff, and there are times when I occasionally do miss out on replying to people. This isn't my full-time job, so please bear that in mind. I teach sewing. There's thousands of videos online where I do teach. There are some very rude and arrogant people out there who make some very nasty comments which are quite offensive, and I often read those comments, and you know what, I feel very tempted to actually reply to those comments in the nasty manner that they are sent in. But before you do make a comment, bear that in mind that I'm a human being and I'm not a robot, and I do have other commitments in life. This is my, you know, this is like a part-time job I'm doing, and my real, you know, job or my real life is away from here. I do teach, but for teaching I have spent 6 years in the teaching process, and for 6 years I've been making videos, and for 6 years I have been sewing and teaching people how to sew. So any person who is arrogant and rude enough to say that, you know what, get on with sewing, I'm sorry to say I'm not a slave to anyone. I do what I do because I choose to do what I do, and I'm not driven by, you know, arrogant and rude people out there to actually order me about. I do it from the bottom of my heart, and I do hope people take benefit from it, because you know what, you tell me who goes around and teaches you, opens each one of these packets, shows you exactly what you're getting. Now, it's not necessary that you buy these suits from me. It may be that you might want to order them from somebody else. At least you know what it looks like. At least you know what comes in a suit. At least you know how to go about making the suit. So with all that in mind, I think the viewers are benefiting quite a lot. And then instead of saying a thank you, writing rude comments is beyond me. I really don't understand how anyone can be so nasty and naive. So if you're one of those rude, arrogant people, then do grow up, because it doesn't do anything for you. In the long run, I think you're the one who's going to be the loser. You know what, these comments make no difference to me, and I have, alhamdulillah, so many people who write some wonderful comments, and I really generally appreciate all my wonderful viewers who actually have been very loyal and very friendly, and you know what, I love you to bits. If it wasn't for all you good people out there, I wouldn't be online. When I read the rude comments, I always think, you know what, it's about time I just gave it up. But then I would get so many people writing in, please, where have you gone? I did for a moment, you know what, for a while back, I got so fed up that I actually moved all my videos. And so why did I come back? because there are some good people out there, and I came back for all those good people out there. So anyway, continue watching. Inshallah, I'm going to share something with you that I bought for Inaya, which I want to design and stitch hopefully for Big Eid. Small Eid is gone, but I bought something which I really want to design because a lot of people have been asking for Angarka frock. Now I've done several tutorials on Angarka frocks, but this one is going to be a very pretty one. It's going to be a child size one, so but the tips are equal whether it's a child's or an adult's, so you will get the benefit inshallah. So take care, and I shall join you soon.